got a match coming up.
I'm excited.
Ooh.
Karna versus TLOC Denti. This is losers finals and a bit of a grudge match. Last week, this was actually grand finals.
And winners finals.
And winners finals.
It was winners and grand. But last time, Karna came out on top. But this time, let's see if Denti can make a name for himself and be the only person who's beat Karna and Sheik Ditto for the second time.
Yes, yes. Karna, like we've mentioned before, in the post-win interview, mentioned that this was the one person who lost to Sheik Ditto too, back at the EGL Dallas 10K, and already that person is starting off so strong. Well, not as strong as I would have liked, though. Ooh. I expected, honestly, so much more from that grab, and I hyped it up so much, only to be utterly disappointed by that lack of a follow-up.
I mean, Karna is the one that we know for being able to follow up better than most other Sheiks, but right now it looks like Denti is actually the one riding the momentum train with a solid 50, about 50 damage. There we go. Exactly.
That's true.
Thank you, Denti, for evening that up.
And now that I think about it, especially that close to the edge, because he wouldn't be getting his jumps back, maybe finishing off the follow-up the way that he did was the way that he was supposed to. Because think about it, you do like 5 fairs with Sheik and you get like 30 damage. That time he did like 1 aerial off of the grab and he gets like 20.
Exactly.
So maybe not the flashiest off of a grab, maybe not the flashiest fall,
but the most optimal, perhaps.
Yes.
Now, it is worth noting that Karna just came off of a loss in winners finals, and Denti just came off of a solid win against Sethlon, who had beat him earlier in bracket.
Yeah.
So Denti's got a lot of momentum going into this.
Denti is showcasing that he's very capable of making adaptations when he needs to, and I think that he's going to need to find those adaptations.
Solid forward air.
Ooh, yeah, so solid. We're going to need to find some adaptations like that if he's going to need to change the tides and change things up from how they went last week.
These players are just dancing around each other right now, fiending for the grab.
Spacing from both. Nice! I love the empty hop. That was so smart. Doesn't even use an aerial, instead just jumps straight down and then gets the grab right afterwards. I love it.
And
another
this
grab.
Could be it. Ooh, but Denti jump air dodges instead of just air dodging, escaping that situation with his stock. And now,
close.
Ooh, Karna's brought this back. It's an even game, but let's see who is able to take the first stock, because that's the real big difference in a Sheik Ditto, is who takes the first stock.
It's all about that momentum.
Because the Sheik who takes the first stock is the first one to grab some extra credit on the next one.
Yeah.
And that means if they lose their first stock, they can focus the entire second one on only getting the kill.
Yes.
Right
not
now.
going to be giving. Oh, just kidding.
Just barely Karna lives.
You know that, and that also has to do with how low Denti's percentage is, I think.
Right. No rage on Denti means that even though that's a fresh up air, not nearly as strong.
Forward smashes. Some nice damage. I'm looking already nearly 30% in extra credit. Pretty big for Karna, I'd say.
He read the roll, but then Denti was able to roll again before he got punished.
And this is a little bit tricky as well for Karna. I don't think... nice. I love the pull down. That was really smart from the pull down as well, because he probably can't do the solid fair strings because of how high his rage is.
Yeah, exactly. He wants to pull him down and make sure that he's still close enough to get another hit. That falling up air actually gives the opponent 1 frame to react, but because of buffers in this game, you can buffer the input, which is probably what Denti did to spot dodge there.
Yes.
But Karna was still able to get the grab afterwards. But enough about the past. Let's talk about the present. Right now, Karna actually has a solid 81 damage, but Denti coming back to the stage with a vengeance and these forward air strings, taking control.
Controlling center stage, that is really big. And Denti doing so nicely so far. Last week, a big part of this match was honestly around the ledge. Who was able to capitalize more? And so far, Denti's able to strung together a really nice comeback.
An interesting forward throw there, was not able to follow up. And now Denti's back on stage, but getting grabbed again, avoiding all of Karna's hits right now, able to stay alive.
Getting closer and closer to that 2-minute mark. Karna once again finding himself off stage, gets the fair. This might be the opportunity that he's looking for to take control. Forward smash.
There's the forward smash, but Sheik's smash attacks are not nearly as strong as some other characters. Still not doing it at this high percent.
Ooh, I love the decision making from Denti. Dropping down, then using that up air just to clip the attempted up smash from Karna.
Okay, so Karna comes back up with a back air.
man, this is such a tense moment for Denti.
Denti probably at high enough percent where any of Karna's throw follow-ups won't lead to 50-50s anymore.
And that's why he's going for the forward throw instead.
Meanwhile, Denti may still be able to get 50-50s. I don't know about with this rage, but he may still have a 50-50 out of his down throw.
Well, let's see. Coming down to last decisions now as we approach the 1 minute 30-second mark.
I know this is really dangerous for Denti. Ooh, because at this percent, another forward air or a forward tilt from Karna, just any normal, there we go, like I just said.
The F tilt.
It's just the pokes that Sheik is already looking for in neutral anyway will eventually become kill options if you live high enough.
Yeah, and he lived for way too long there. Let's be honest, Nate. That was way too long.
That's too much.
Yeah, that was
Karna was just like, let me give you an express right out of here.
That almost went to time.
Yeah.
That almost went to time. If we were playing an Evo set where it was like a 5-minute timer, that would have been damn close.
I was so excited about the match, I didn't even notice the timer.
Yeah.
All right, going in game 2, taking it to the other Animal Crossing stage. I'm sorry, that last one was on FD. So this one is Town and City.
I mean, it's easy to get confused. They have very similar lips.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. And rapid jabs into treadmill, instant death, that would have been hilarious.
Oh, no.
I know. It's so saddening, but
dirty.
It does make me laugh. I just love the treadmill. It reminds me of like a Wile E. Coyote kind of situation.
You know, one person once told me that this game is full of jank. You got to abuse it. But
yeah.
Ooh, right now, Denti, they're going to try to cover the neutral get-up, but still able to keep Karna at the edge. Ooh, but now Karna taking stage control? Yeah. Not for long.
Not for long. Pretty close so far. Denti, slight lead in game 2. And he's extending it by utilizing those needles. Forward air after that forward throw. Misses with that final needle because of that spot dodge in front. I think that was a big one too. Wouldn't be surprised if at these higher percentages, Denti starts utilizing needles to actually set up for some bouncing fish combos. Oh yeah, definitely a potential. But we did see previously, like in both of the other games, I'm sorry, in the one previous game, Denti was ahead at the beginning of the first stock, but then Karna brought it back. That's true. So right now, let's see if the same thing happens and we repeat last game, or if Karna can, or if Denti, Denti can ride this momentum and actually just maintain this stock. Well, already we're seeing some slight differences. Denti being the first person to take a stock is really big. Karna, I believe, was able to net something like 30% of extra credit. Yes. And Denti trying to one-up him. If he connected to the bouncing fish, he would have, but there, that up tilt was just enough, and he's not done yet. Definitely still holding on to this stock with his dear life. Dear life. Ooh, and still managing to get on some extra credit. It's okay if he trades a little bit, as long as it's not the death of him. Yes. Because more percent means going into the next stock, he has one to play with. Ooh, really tricky recovery. Trying to use that up B as an offensive option on the way back, but Karna also able to disappear. Oh, that was so smart from Karna.
He baited out the best punish that Denti had in that situation, which was the bouncing fish. But he knew that bouncing off of his shield would mean that he would fall right into the explosion. That's the kind of like Sheik Ditto specific like baits. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. The handle that Karna has on his character is immaculate. That being said, Denti is playing very well this game. Definitely still maintaining a solid lead of 90 now % to his 10. And this is one thing about extra credit is if you think about it, Denti did about a third, maybe even like 3/8 of the work that he needed to close out of stock by getting the percentage where it was. Now we have a 50-50, and Denti flipped heads, going into game 3 now. And the winner of this will move on to Grands. Yeah. Winner of this gets to play Dakpo. I know Denti and Dakpo are pretty even in sets, and I'm pretty sure that Karna is hungry for the run back. He is hungry for the run back, and so I know Denti, he's out for blood right now. Both he's out of these players definitely hungry for that next match. So this is going to be an exciting third game. Who's going to walk away with the Snickers? That's the question. Who's walking away with the money, and who's walking away with the Snickers? And who's going to use the money to buy a Snickers? Can someone buy me a Snickers? I'm not me, but no, please. And all hype gone? Yes. Can I buy? Can we buy new music? Buy new music. Someone buy me a Snickers right now, please. All right. But now it looks like in this game, Karna's using that secret ninja jutsu tech, terrible sleepy music,
Oh, yeah.
to add some extra damage onto Denti before he wakes up.
Yeah, and Karna was able to bring the hype last time we had the Resident Sleeper music, putting on some pretty interesting strings, some of which we've known about for a while. There's other Sheik mains like Void have been trying to perfect. And I want to see Karna reach into that bag of tricks once again. It's that Sheik knowledge bank to really snap us out of this god-awful music that we have to sit through right now.
The question is whether he feels comfortable enough in this matchup to go for the creative stuff like that yet.
I mean, I feel like the only thing he could be comfortable with is slipping onto some jammies right now because, good lord, this music is absolutely destroying any hype I have left in my body.
But the question is it destroying his momentum?
Oh, just kidding.
Denti missed that tech and
Yeah.
instead air dodged a second early, therefore ate that explosion.
That is rough stuff.
Really good placing by Karna, though. Controlling where that grenade goes, not nearly as easy as it looks.
Yeah.
Takes some practice.
Karna's looking like he's been playing CSGO for most of his life, the way that he threw that grenade. That was gorgeous.
And
Well,
now,
let's see.
Karna with a significant, really, really manly to just sit there and take that get-up attack.
Oh.
And now he's almost lapped Denti in percent.
This is looking rough. This is looking like a repeat from last week.
This is looking like he might be comfortable enough to get creative and go for some of those void combos.
I hope so. I hope so.
Oh my goodness, this is the truest ditto.
Ninjas in pajamas.
And
Oh my.
Denti not happy about that, but a really good read on that air dodge.
Mhm.
And Karna takes that game. Moving on, taking the set. Now he gets that run back with Dakpo.
Juicy run back against Dakpo in grass.
Now he won game 1, but then Dakpo had all the momentum and double 2-stock Karna in the last set. And boy was it hype.
Yeah.
I was excited. If you could see me in the background of the player cam, guys, I was like screaming.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And I was,
was
like
like,
low-key commentating it back there. But oh my goodness.